And trailing with fewer than 2 minutes left in the game, most by any team since the merger. That also includes their playoff win against the Green Bay Packers in the wild card round. They last won back-to-back division titles, 2005 to 2006. They are favored this year to win the NFC North, which is no surprise. And look, I don't know that they're not favored to win the NFC North. That's right. Who's favored to win the NFC North? Who is? Is it the Lions? Is it the Packers? Yeah. All right. Gary's correcting me on the fly here. Okay. So
Gary
regardless,
says it's Detroit.
they're still expected to be good. I would consider the Bears in my own mind to be the favorite, but I would not recommend anyone wagering on any of it because nobody knows what the hell is going to happen. But they are projected to have between 9 and 10 wins. They are in negative wagering territory to make it to the playoffs. 25-1 to win the Super Bowl. Look, I mean, their schedule wasn't as bad as it could have been. The Rams ended up with 7 primetime games. The Bears are the darlings now, and we'll see them. We'll see them in 5 standalone games, including the Thanksgiving game, also Christmas against the Packers. There's some good games coming up this year, some real tests for the Bears and for the rest of the division. But I think the sky's the limit for Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson, and this is year 2. And I think last year they're just scratching the surface of what they can be together.
Yeah, I'm with you. Same thing. As a matter of fact, I feel so strongly about that. Mike, not that I'm a big gambler. I like a little action every now and then, but I look at plus 2,500 to win the Super Bowl for the Bears. Sign me up. Put me. That is that, and what 1,300 plus 1,300 to win the NFC. And I know it's probably tilted toward the Seahawks and the Rams because they were both so excellent last year. But yeah, you can make the case that the Bears really should have defeated the Rams in Chicago last year. They've got all the elements. You mentioned Ben Johnson. They've got all the elements of a championship team offensively because they like to run. They like to run the hell out of the ball. And they got a quarterback you're never out of the game because he's got comeback ability. So if they improve their defense, and I'm with you. Off the top of my head, I would say they're the favorites to win the NFC North, but I would not count them out when it comes to the playoffs. I didn't count them out last year. I was really surprised that they didn't win that game against the Bears, that miscommunication on that last throw from Caleb Williams. Was it to DJ? It wasn't to DJ Moore, was it?
I think it was
but
DJ Moore.
I think it was DJ Moore. Yeah, I like the Bears. I like the Bears in year 2 in the Caleb Williams, Ben Johnson marriage.
DJ Moore is no more in Chicago. He was traded to the Buffalo Bills. That creates an opportunity for Luther Burden, who was a rookie last year, to make a big leap in year 2. Here's Coach Ben Johnson on the improvement he has seen so far in Luther Burden.
Yeah, I'm buying Luther Burden stock right now. Just how he's approached his offseason. It's been electric. It showed up yesterday. He had numerous explosive plays. I loved how in phase 2 he was finishing every single rep that he took, and that really translated over to yesterday as well. So he's in a really good spot. He's still developing and growing his route tree. Coach L and Isaiah Ford, they've done a phenomenal job with him, just working to develop those things, speed cuts to sharp breaks, releases, things of that nature, and he's been extremely coachable, so I'm really happy with him.
That count as insider trading if Ben Johnson's buying Luther Burden stock? I have a feeling it would. He's got inside information.
Yeah, he's got inside information. And here's the other thing, Mike, about Ben Johnson. This is what the Lions missed last year from Ben Johnson. This is a coordinator. I guess you could say all offensive coordinators are like this, but the talented ones, they really drill down on what they like, what they're looking for, and they know exactly the kind of player who could fulfill the vision for them. So Ben Johnson, when he came in, I think he surprised a lot of people when they took Colston Loveland. They had an opportunity to take Warren, and they took Loveland over Warren. I think he had a vision for, hey, this is the kind of tight end I want. And you can see that show up during the season for Loveland. Same thing with Burden. Like Burden, after his second year at Missouri, I think a lot of people looked at him and said, wow, this guy's going to be the best receiver in football, in college football. He's certain to be a first-round pick. And some people didn't quite, after his last year at Missouri, some people didn't quite see what they expected to see in his third year, but Ben Johnson did. So I can understand why he's buying stock, because this is not an unknown commodity. If you go back, I think what Ben Johnson is telling you is that, hey, the guy that you thought was the best receiver in the SEC and maybe the best receiver in college football, he's still there. And we got him. We were able to get him in the second round, and we got big plans for him this year.
And big expectations for the Chicago Bears. The fans are excited, as they should be. It's a team that is driven by its offense. We haven't seen a Bears team that has been driven by its offense in a very long time. And they're also trying to beat the clock in Illinois, because May 31 is the deadline for the annual legislative session. They're trying to get a package through that would give the Bears an alternative to Hammond, Indiana, and it will be interesting to see what happens if Illinois calls their bluff. I have a feeling they may call their bluff. We'll see. We'll see, because I think at the end of the day, the Bears aren't moving to Indiana. But we'll see how that plays out. But hopefully several
prediction?
more years at Soldier Field. I think Hammond, once they saw the Chiefs go to Kansas, they realized we can use Indiana to scare Illinois into giving us what we want. That's what I've always thought they're going to do. And, because when Indiana finally signed the bill, and